CAA X47, the big rail for an AK. The Zenitco Contraband B32 and B33, I guess it was, and Texas Weapon System dog legs. And then 3 months of training went by, and I was calling and asking, well, which rail you want to have now? Which one should we purchase? Because you're going to combat soon. They say, well, none of them. What the hell? Yeah, they all failed in trials.
Really?
Yeah. So, and they're like, please develop a rail for us. I said, there's no time anymore, first of all. Secondly, we had a missile project going on. The SPIT, Surface Projected Intelligent Targeting, is a small cost-effective guided missile from our house. And so we are completely, with this project, our capacity was completely lasted out. And then they're like, we need a rail quick. And okay, let's design it. And then it's such a simple part, but then it was surprisingly difficult to design something for the AK that is sub-mod, accepts all the accessories from the sub-mod block 1 and 2, and that is mil-spec, that actually holds 0, that actually can be, permits the rifle to be disassembled without tools, and that still holds 0 after reassembly. And it was very surprisingly difficult.
Not surprising to me. I know how difficult it is. Yeah, the AK is a very tough weapon system to make current modern rail systems for. It always has been. I don't know, some of the, like the Zenitco stuff I've not really played with much, but I played with every generation of the Texas weapon systems, dogleg system, and Krebs has his system. Some of the stuff I've seen come out of factories, like the Polish have done a really good job with like the Durrell and stuff like that.
Yes.
But, you know, if you're trying to upgrade an existing weapon system, I know that, for example, the Ukrainians are using pretty much standard AKMs.
You're way taller than I expected, by the way.
I can kneel a little bit.
No.
So how's this bad boy work? So it clamps to the barrel?
No.
Gas tube.
You take off any generic gas tube.
This is the gas tube? Or?
Yes.
Really?
But now comes the magic. You take off the gas tubes, you take off the wooden part, you put it in here. Put the rings back, but do not tighten it yet. Here in the front it goes to the side, to the gas block, and here these tension blocks are slightly smaller than the size of the side block. And so the whole rail acts as a gigantic spring. You need some force to put it down. Don't be afraid to break it. It's 70-75 alloy, it's as hard as mild steel. But once you got it on there, it puts tension against the side block evenly left to right. And here in the front, 4M4 screws, you just tighten it down. Even if you have a wobbly gas tube that doesn't fit snug to the gas block, it will press it a little bit like an oval shape until it is completely snagged to the gas block. So basically, they tied it down like a vise, like a press when you got it on the rifle and tighten it.
So the gas block ends right here.
Right.
And so this is going to compress the very end of the gas tube.
Yes, against the gas block, and this one compresses like with extreme force the side block left to right. So it is like a gigantic spring.
So when you put this on, you have the gas tube in here.
Yep.
Where's the locking lever for the gas tube? How does it?
You can assemble and disassemble it without tools. It sticks out from
right here?
From this side, and you can still work it. I'll show you how it looks on the rifle.
Yeah, that definitely helps.
So what's your first impression, sir?
No, that's really neat because I like the step down, right? So you can run, PECs and things like out there, right? And it's not going to interfere with any weapons sights that you have up here.
Yes.
And it's already preset up for lights and stuff on the side. Yeah, that's kind of how I envisioned it. Oh, I like the bipod. That's a nice touch.
Yeah, this is a standard setup how they have it in Ukraine. And this is the setup with which the shooter on the next video I'll show you.
Oh, look at that.
After this assembly lands 500-meter shots on head-sized targets from a standard 7.62 AK 1986. This is just because we are in Germany, an anti-pack box, but it's standard 4X optic. And we'll definitely switch to primary arms at some point.
Yeah, good, thank you.
But this is a standard setup, like most of the boys have it.
Yeah, that's really cool. It's a step down.
Yeah.
And like this, it seems so logical that this would be the next evolution of rail systems because everybody's raising their optics up to get over their pecs when you just lower the pec.
And a pack in front of it. And this also gives us the ability to have Glock backup sights in case
Yeah,
your
I saw
optic
that, the white outline. Yeah.
in case your optic breaks in combat, you just snap it off and you use your Glock sights up to 100 meters. But you still have your standard sights in here. You can adjust them to 250, so you have quick engagements with the pistol sights. And if you have a further shot, you just adjust your eye and shoot with your factory sights on the given distance. Also, one neat thing is it had to be mil-spec. So mil-spec means this is full disassembly without tools, first of all. Secondly, all of the existing accessories like underbarrel grenade launchers and everything needed to fit with this rail. And that's why we didn't touch the lower handguard. So you can combine it with any lower handguard out there. And so this works in conjunction with the underbarrel grenade launcher, with everything.
What's kind of funny because I did a goofy video about the GP underbarrel grenade launcher system, but I used an airsoft one because it's identical. I mean, it locks into the bayonet lug and everything just like the original.
Wow.
It fits on a real AK.
Okay.
And so I can actually show that. I can actually show that it works with that.
That is nice.
Yeah.
That is nice.
I knew there was a purpose to that. Now I know what that purpose is.
Tell him about the anti-drone shows.
Oh yeah, why it was so important for us to be able to use this rail with the underbarrel grenade launcher is because when the war started, we knew that at some point combat drones will become a thing. And we already had a concept from 2018 on, which is a last resort fight against combat drones, the drop drones or FPV drones, which is just a 40mm big shot shell for your underbarrel grenade launcher with an energy that is way beyond 12 gauge. And it is a crazy spread. It's just a world-ending device.
That's awesome.
And so the guys use it right now as a universal tool. Basically, there are no questions left anymore after this thing.
You know what the American military used to do were the flechette rounds. You remember those? The little darts?
I think they'll come back,
nasty.
actually.
Yeah. So one thing I thought was interesting, talking about the drones, so before the war broke out, we were looking at doing a video. I found some 12-gauge shotgun shells that had nets inside of them with little weights around it.
Yeah.
And so I bought this little $39 drone off Amazon and everything. I couldn't get those nets to reliably do anything. And so I didn't even make the video because I couldn't hit the damn drone because the nets were doing all sorts of goofy stuff, either staying as a ball as they went out, or they'd open on one side, they'd spin off target.
We tested it too, it's a mess.
It doesn't work. Yeah.
So what the guys do is they load these 40mm shot shell adapters, they load them with nails, like 7 or 8 centimeter long nails, because then the nails fly sideways and they cut drones just in half, although it's less distance then. But when they put in the BBs, it's some guys say that they have taken down something like DJI, but DJI is on 150, about 200 yards, something like this.
That far? That
far. I was completely surprised because we thought it's 100 meters or less.
Yeah.
Guys on the front say it's 150 or 200 meters. I couldn't tell exactly, but definitely way beyond 100 meters.
Wow.
What was your highlight on IWA, especially in regards of firearms innovations you discovered?
So one of the things I found really interesting about IWA this year is I have a lot of discussions in the United States about the 1911, right? And so I got here and I started looking around, and there's so many different vendors from all over the world manufacturing high-end 1911s. And so I feel vindicated, because I'm a 1911 guy, that the 1911 has won the world over and still dominates in competition. I still think it's a viable military firearm, and I hope the 1911 stays around for a long, long time. The current trend, so I was taking a look at the Bull Armory 1911s, and I carry a Staccato back in the States, and you get 17, 18 rounds of 9mm. And a handgun that's part polymer now and part steel. The weight's down, the capacity is up, and you have all the ergonomics of 1911, the accuracy and everything else that it's capable of. It's still a very modern firearm. I love seeing all the companies push that technology forward and evolve it to keep that gun in the running. And I love the 1911. I hope it stays here forever.
Thank you very much, sir. Have a nice day and safe travels home.
Thank you.